welcome to AniBreak, providing you bite-sized news on anime, manga, and video games. I'm sure many of you are busy this week as so many games came out. Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, Project Diva F2nd, and of course, Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. Side note on the Smash Bros. Remember that Nintendo stated that in order to pick up Mewtwo, you had to purchase both the 3DS and the Wii U versions of the game. Well, looks like that's not the case, as on the official Japanese site, it mentions that Mewtwo will be available as paid DLC at a later time. In any case, I'm sure you will be plenty busy in the meantime, unlocking, well, everything. It was big news when Otakon Vegas announced that they were partnering up with Lantis to host the US stop of the AniSong World Tour. But I think that was heavily understated, as the lineup for this 2-day concert series was released this week. Now, you may not know some of these groups by name, but I can guarantee you have definitely heard them perform theme songs to anime series that you have watched. Let's go through the lineup, starting with Fei Long. Her debut was the theme song to Kanon, and went on to record songs for Future Diary, Katana Gatsuri, Gundam AGE, and Blaze Blue. Next up, mix goth lolly, techno, heavy rock, and classical together, and you end up with Yosei Teikoku. This group has performed songs for Quasar of Stigmata, Katana Gatsuri, Innocent Venus, and Future Diary. Should be fun for all you goth lolly fans out there. Cho-Cho got her start by posting videos of herself singing on Nico Nico, which led to her recording songs for Heaven's Memo Pad, Girls und Panzer, Gargantia on the Virtuous Planet, and Glasslip, among others. In 2009, Sasaki beat over 6,000 other groups to win first place in the All Japan AniSong Grand Prix. Since then, she's performed songs for Nichijou, Senran Kagura, So I Can't Play H, and Book of Bentora. Milktub has been around for over 23 years, performing theme songs for Green Green, Baka and Test, as well as a number of Bishoujo games out there. Side note, only one member of this group, Bamboo, will be at the event. You may know these next groups by name, and that's for a damn good reason. First up is Yoko Ishida. She has sung theme songs for well over a dozen popular series, including Strike Witches, Shakugan no Shana, Shirobako, Ah My Goddess, and both Sailor Moon R and Sailor Moon S. Finally, the group that will headline this epic 2-day event is the anime song supergroup Jam Project. Now, each individual member of this group are impressive in their own right. Combined, they've recorded theme songs for well over 100 memorable series, like Cowboy Bebop, DBZ, Utena, Slayers, Macross 7, and One Piece, just to name a few. Together, Jam Project has recorded theme songs for series like EX Driver, Mazen Kaiser, Sergeant Frog, Gravion, and pretty much everything tied to Super Robot Wars. Is that it? I think that's it. But holy crap, what a lineup. Major props to Otakon Vegas for bringing this epic lineup stateside. This concert series will be held at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas on January 16th and 17th. Want to get tickets? They're available right now. Tickets start at $50 with VIPs at $125. Hit up our show notes for the ticket links. Aniplex USA announced a couple of big acquisitions this week during their monthly live stream. First off is Durarara X2. This sequel to the 2010 series will premiere this January and will be simulcasted on both Aniplex Channel, Hulu, and Crunchyroll. Next is the highly anticipated CG anime movie, Expelled from Paradise. With a story by the master of killing all of your hopes and dreams, Gen Urobuchi, and directed by Seiji Mizushima of FMA and Gundam 00 fame, this movie has a lot going for itself. I know I would love to check out a flick like this in theaters, and thankfully Aniplex USA agrees. Expelled from Paradise will be shown in 15 theaters across the country starting December 13th. Tickets are available right now, and moviegoers will receive a free exclusive poster while supplies last. I guess Aniplex USA knows how to get me excited with, a hot headless biker chick, and epic mech battles with confusing themes on existentialism. Not sure what that says about me though. Sticking with movies for a moment, yet another DBZ film was announced, but all the hype surrounding this movie is focused actually on the enemy. Yes, Dragon Ball Z Revival of F will bring back one of Goku's longest running enemies, Frieza. This guy has been beat more times than Goku has died. And with Goku recently being able to go toe-to-toe against literal gods, how overpowered does Frieza need to be in order to be a threat at this point? I guess all will be revealed once the movie is released in theaters in Japan on April 18th, in both 2D and, surprisingly, 3D. Feel free to enter your own over 9,000 joke here. A few years back, South Korean gaming company Nexon announced that they were working on an online FPS, or first-person shooter, featuring Motoko Kusanagi and the rest of Section 9 from Ghost in the Shell standalone complex. This week, they released the game's first trailer, and it took the internet by storm, for better or worse. This game features the usual shooter mechanics and attributes, but since Nexon is calling this a hacker FPS, I'm failing to see where the hacker aspect is at. While it does look fun, many fans are already crying foul, claiming it looks like a standard sci-fi shooter with just a get skin pack, and that this fails to grasp the core reasons why this series is so popular and beloved. Yes, the story of the manga, TV series, and films is what drew in many people to the franchise, myself included. And yes, I would love a Gits game in the style of Deus Ex. And yes, Nexon has a long and troubled history of making horrible games. But if I can play as Motoko or Bato, wipe out legions of enemies, including Tachikomas, I mean, that's a start at least. And besides, it's a Gits game. They only come once in a blue moon. And as of right now, it's not even slated to be released outside of South Korea. And at that point, not till mid-2015. They have plenty of time to improve the game. So for now, let's enjoy the trailer for what it is. Remember, many of us were initially thrown off guard when Ghost in the Shell Arise was announced. There's plenty of documented proof of that by me alone. And that turned out to be a great series. So if that's not enough for you, you can go out and scrounge up a copy of Oni instead. Finally, as we get ever closer to the holidays, it's time to start looking for that perfect Christmas gift for others. And by others, I mean yourself. This week's pick is Discotek's upcoming release of Lupin III: The Castle of Cagliostro. This movie has been considered to be one of the best Lupin III movies of all time, thanks in no small part to its director, Hayao Miyazaki. And as such, it has received multiple releases over the years, each with its own distinctive English dub. For this release, Discotek decided not to package just one, but 3 dubs. The streamlined dub from 1992, and both the manga entertainment and family-friendly dubs from 2000. Plus all new subtitles and a complete restoration of the original 1980 theatrical subtitle. So there's plenty of options here for everyone. Bonuses include the usual trailers, clean openings and endings, and some commentary. This DVD-only release will be available on December 23rd, so it's a prime last-minute gift for yourself. Not to mention a great movie for the family to watch after stuffing themselves at dinner. To hell with A Christmas Story and Miracle on 34th Street. That's it for this episode of AniBreak. Let us know your thoughts on this week's topics, as well as suggestions on Christmas presents in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.